What's up YouTube, Obtuse Angle here. This is Sub-Zero. This is from Mezco's Mortal Kombat X line, and it's the best Sub-Zero figure ever. Now, I do have my gripes, but I actually saw reviews of this guy, right? I've actually had this for about a week now. It's July 2015, early July. This figure has been out in the States probably 2 weeks at most. So I've had it since it first came out, you know. I actually did see some reviews on this thing also. A lot of the reviews are wrong. They're flat out wrong. We all agree it's a fine figure. But I'll get to a lot of people have stated that they've gotten wrong so far, right? So let's just go through the figure's hands right now, right? He comes with I would say two sets of hands, right? So these are his open hands here. This is to hold weapons with. This one, it's actually an open hand to hold a projectile, right? But I think it's for the Comic-Con, right? The San Diego Comic-Con 2015. Supposed to have exclusive Sub-Zero figures. No, I'm wrong. It's supposed to be for the variants. Yeah, sorry, it's the variants. Yeah, I just looked at my computer next to me. It's the variants. So the variants have a projectile that comes with it. So that's why this is a hole here in his hand, as you guys can see. But it does not include the projectile. But, I'll give you the but. Let me show you magic of pause. As you can see, I can take one of the weapons that's intended for him to hold, or so I think, and just plug it right into the hole. So in some ways, yes, he can use it for the weapons in terms of a projectile, but we all know Sub-Zero doesn't throw this hammer. If he does, please correct me. I don't really play the games at all anymore. But yeah, so the hand, you can do unintended things with it, which is nice, but it does stay on there kind of loosely, so it's easy to fall off, you know. He comes with 4 hands, 2 hands for the sword, and this is the open hand here. I guess it's just for more posability, you know, give him extra caricature. And he comes with this hand here, another one to hold a weapon with. This is for the right hand. And he comes with his ice sword. This is his ice sword. Ice sword's done really well. Oh, if you're warning, that's the Emperor back there. Just watch my Raiden video, right? The lightning effect, that's Emperor's lightning effect. Don't worry about it. Just watch the Raiden video. So it's all painted really nice. Done really well. Translucent blue, very nice. Like all the other figures, to remove the hand, you just kind of pull it out. And you see it's on like a kind of like a hinge ball joint there. And it plugs in really nice and easy. So let's take a look at the sculpt work. It has an amazing sculpt. It's some of the best sculpt work I've ever seen. It's what kind of reminds me of Toy Biz. When Toy Biz were in the prime, when Toy Biz was around, they made the great early Marvel Legends figures before 2007, where Hasbro bought over the license, or however the acquire license, and all the great sculpt work stopped. But here's Mezco all these years later. I mean, this sculpt work is amazing. Now you can see this looks like a bubble jacket. If you guys ever seen a bubble jacket, you know what I mean. That's really nicely done. And it's the first time I've ever seen like a set of figures. I've mentioned this in another review of these guys. I've never seen such perfect paint work, you know. I found no mistakes anywhere in the figures. It makes me think guys like Hasbro, they don't care. They can do perfectly painted figures. They just chose the cheapest option. While the guys in Mezco, they mean perfect. Absolutely no bleeding anywhere. Everything is sculpted really well. Yeah, I mean, look at it. This is a soft piece of plastic allowing the legs to move. Overall, the sculpt is really hard sculpt. Certain areas like this, it's soft to allow the leg movements. Even here at the side, it's sort of like soft, but it's still kind of tough. You ever seen a tough piece of meat? Yes, you can chew through it, but it's really tough. You know, it's kind of like that. So this is great sculpt work on the legs. I love the way the legs are sculpted. You can see like little wrinkles in the pants. All sculpt work, guys, not cheap. This is all great sculpt work and great paint jobs. I see zero paint defects on these figures. Fantastic. You know, peg holes at the bottom. Really nice. If you guys can picture, it was like a nice metallic blue. Really excellent job. Excellent. And even the hands are really well done. You see, all this is sculpt work. Sculpt work. Sculpt work. Didn't cheap out like Hasbro cheaps out on their figures. Here's a better example for you guys on why sculpt work is important and what I pick on Hasbro about. So we see this is supposed to be the Cyclops, right? This is from Marvel Legends Cyclops, right? So like I showed you with Sub-Zero sculpt work on the gauntlets, right? See, these are gauntlets and it's just painted on. If it was sculpted properly, try to have camera to focus there. Come on, yeah, there it is. Focus, 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 focus. Okay, so this supposed to be like a gauntlet section, right? It should never be painted on. It should be sculpted. So it should be raised or recessed, for example. But it's not. Basically, the gauntlets go over the clothing. You understand? So it's like if you have a bracelet, right? A bracelet doesn't sit flush on the skin. It's actually raised. Okay, so this is what Hasbro cheaps out on. It's despicable and disgusting. Like even this X is painted on. It should be sculpted on. You know, these legs should be sculpted. So basically, the pants should be recessed. This boot should be raised. You know, it kind of shows where the boots begin and the pants end. For example, that's why sculpt work is so important. It adds realism. Before Hasbro got licensed, Toy Biz used to do sculpt work. Sculpt work costs a little bit more money. That's all it is, a little bit more money, but you guys pay enough for Hasbro to do it. So, like Mezco's figures, it costs $20, same as Hasbro, except the Mezco figures are way better sculpted. Not the same articulation, but way better sculpted. So you see why sculpt work is so important with a figure like Sub-Zero, because it adds so much realism and detail. And it shows that Mezco does care about accuracy. You know, excellent job. So let's get to the figure now. The head does tilt side to side. It does go down, but it doesn't go up too far. That's simply due to use a ball joint. If you use a ball dish joint, that's how you get more movement in the head. So kind of sucks there. Ideally, you want Sub-Zero to look up. What happens if he sees Garo? He can't really fight Garo by looking at his chest. You know, sometimes you make eye contact, man. It's how you pretend to be tough. That's what I do. So anyway, let's get to the arms now. The arms, you can move it up, but it hits the sculpt work of the vest or whatever it is. It's called, like gi, whatever it's called. So it kind of goes up, but it kind of like goes up to the side. Now you see it's tilting upwards at an angle. That's fine. Sculpt work's there. That's important. Save the sculpt work. The arm goes out a little less than 180. Still pretty decently. He has full 360 movement there. His elbow can go at a little less than 90 degrees, and it has that elbow rotation, which is fine. I do wish for double joints. It could have been done and protected the sculpt on this figure. His hand, like I said, is on like a ball and disc, ball peg, whatever you want to call it. Ball peg is the wrong word, but yeah, there you go. And even his gloves are sculpted really well. So that's great. Great job. Now, what I've seen a lot of people got wrong now is waist articulation. There is waist articulation. See, the problem is if you grab it like this, you can't move it, right? To get the waist articulation, you actually got to pull this little soft crotch piece up, put your hand on his glutes and his crotch region, and then you can twist it left and right. See? Twist it left and right. So this is what a lot of guys have gotten wrong. I've seen. They don't know the waist is there. It's there. So it has the same waist as like Scorpion and Raiden, but it has slightly less movement just due to the sculpt of this. But you can actually force it if you want. So they all seem to have the same waist movement. So it does go back that far. and it goes forward that far. So it does have a waist rotation, waist movement. Not great, but it's there. So a lot of guys have mistaken that, okay? And even I mistaken it because I actually did one review previously and I had to delete because I was so wrong. So guys, it's there. Okay, this figure, originally I was going to rate it at 8, 8.5, but it's up to 9. Same thing I give Scorpion. I do wish for a little bit more articulation, but let me finish this articulation review and I'll get to the positives in a second. So it does kick out far. Stops a little bit by this thing right here. But that's fine. It kicks out that far. Only thing that stops again is the sculpt work here, but that's fine. It's beautiful sculpt work. Beautiful. And it goes back that far. Excellent job. Only thing that stops it is really the little rubber piece there, and it fine. So that's perfect, guys. It has upper thigh rotation, just like Scorpion and Raiden. It has the knee that bends a little less than 90 degrees, which is, you know, you want it a little bit closer to 90 or you want it double jointed. I wish in later figures they double jointed these things. So hopefully in series 3 or beyond, they'll add some double joints. I love the way the boot comes up and it looks like it's part of the knee. Excellent job. They hide things so well. They did such a great job. Right now, guys, even by finish the review, you guys have to get these figures, man. They're fantastic. So it knee does twist, the ankle does go around, and it has a really nice ankle pivots. See, I call it extreme ankle pivots. You know, I like these ankle pivots a lot. Boom. And they aren't like these little ball joints. Let me try to, I want to break the figure, but you can pull these balls out of the ankles and see what it looks like. I did it for Raiden, just these are a little tough, I don't want to break it, unfortunately. So guys, this figure is absolutely fantastic. It's a beautiful figure, well painted, well crafted, well done. Guess who's getting my money? A lot of my money the rest of the year and for the foreseeable future. Mezco. They are totally worth it, guys. You guys must buy these figures. Scorpion and Sub-Zero are about 9. Scorpion is slightly better, simply due to it has a better waist movement. And it's easier to do. But they're all fine figures, the best Mortal Kombat figures you'll ever get, guys. Pick them up, okay? Don't be an idiot. If you even remotely like Mortal Kombat or like ninjas, here's your chance. You know, well sculpted, well crafted, well painted, well done. Great price. Support Mezco. 9 for me. Only thing I would worry about is articulation. I do wish for double joints in certain areas. Can't win them all. I hope they 112 collective do these figures in the 112 collective line. Okay, guys? Thumbs up for me. Peace. I'm out of here. Bye.